Hey Pisces star seeds, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. Thank you for tuning in. All right, let's see what the messages are. We have the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. So that is an indication to me that you are doing the work. You're on your path. There's like this beautiful amount of energy that's helping you move forward and what you want to do for yourself in this lifetime. So let's see what else. I had a vision or a thought earlier that I wanted to share just because there's so much that we're all going through right now. I'm having to be around a lot of people who are ill and fighting for their lives right now. And, just that word fight, okay? Think about it. In some views of a cancer diagnosis, it's said that cancer is repressed anger. Okay, so when you think about anger, things that make you angry, what do you do when you're angry? You fight. Okay, whether it's physically, with your words, with your mind. There's an aspect of fighting. But think of it too, that when we fight, our vibration is basically on the on the pendulum of life, where you're removed from love. Okay, if you think about opposites, anger and love, or fighting and love, those are two different energies. So I was also thinking, perhaps instead of saying we're fighting for our life, it's really accepting what life is offering us and observing it and seeing how there were places in our life where we were holding on to some kind of pain or resentment. And when certain illness comes up, it's this idea of, you know what? I want to let all of that anger go. I don't want to keep fighting. I want to surrender that. So that's what came up for me. And I feel like there will be more chances to talk about that. But think about the words that you use and what that really means. And if you want to continue attracting that kind of energy towards you. All right, so then we have the Chariot. So this talks about movement. This is also Cancer energy, right? So Cancer, if you think of it in an astrological form, it's a water sign. It's very loving, very nurturing. You don't think of Cancers that really fight. They want to, be your mom and cook for you. So Four of Pentacles. So it's this movement towards this loving environment that feels safe. The Four of Pentacles, it's about being grounded. The four walls around us. If we didn't have shelter when there's a storm, it's that much more difficult. But if you know, okay, I have this place within me where I feel safety, and I'm creating that for myself, that no matter what's going on around me, I'm secure, I'm solid, I'm protected. The Strength card here as well, Leo energy. Even looking at this image, she's taming or holding back this lion. And if you think about lions, they're, when they're hunting you, it's there's a lot of stealth, there's a lot of waiting. They don't eat every day. It is also a lot of energy expended. So where are you putting your energy? Is it towards something that's getting you closer to your goals or closer to a place of peace in your heart? Or is it not? Is it taking you away from it? Ace of Wands here. So considering your path, considering what actions are you taking, is it necessary? Or would you be able to get to a similar outcome just by observing and taking opportunities when they're presented to you? The World card. So, that's a message from the universe. The world is the universe. There's so much that goes on, and we can get really trapped in these details. But if we zoom out, really far out, what really matters? It's time spent with loved ones. It's not what outfits you were wearing or how hard you worked. However many, trips you went on. It's who you're with. It really doesn't matter where you are. If you're with people that you love, that's the most important thing. So shifting our mindset into appreciating humans and our human experience with other humans, how we can recognize love in a stranger and feel a connection to them, and appreciating that rather than viewing everything as stranger danger. It's like, wow, the people that are coming towards me are attracted to my strength and my light, and they also have their own versions of their own strength and their own light, and we're learning from each other. Oh wow, that's why you do that. Okay, I didn't know that. This is why I do that. It's about teaching others to live in harmony. Eight of Wands. So there is a shift of energy. Eight of Wands is fast news, information, just things speeding along. It's not as fast as a sword or our mind, but it's how we act. So what about this Eight of Wands, please? And even look, this image here is blowing one of those dandelion flowers where you make wishes. And think of it, all of those little puffy things, they have a seed attached to it. So they're going to grow somewhere, wherever they land, where the soil is fertile, where the situations are in optimal condition. And then we focus on what is working. Sorry, there's like a mosquito trying to bite me. Okay. And then we have the Hierophant. So that talks about commitment. Like, okay, all my seeds are out there. And remember, we have a new moon coming up next week. So a wonderful time to plant seeds. What kind of seeds are you planting? Are you planting little seeds of anger that turn into tumors and do things like that? Right? Consume? Or are you planting seeds of love and possibility? Things that grow in a nourished, symbiotic way? If you think about gardening or being out in the wilderness, there are some plants that always grow next to each other. I remember in Mexico, there is a particular tree that if you touch the sap, it will burn your skin. But always right next to it is the antidote, which soothes that. So again, there's that balance out of energy. Okay, if you're planting certain seeds, where is that helping you? Where is that hindering you? Do you want to keep cultivating certain kinds of behaviors? Or do you want to start again? The Fool card, brand new, like right after the World, that's when the Fool card reappears and we go on another journey. Following your heart. What does your gut tell you? What does your intuition tell you? And the Seven of Pentacles is knowing that things take time. It's not instant, especially healing. Our bodies, our minds, our spirits, our hearts, we're all trying to get to this peaceful place of symbiosis, but it's a constant check every day. Are we doing things that are nourishing to us? Or are we doing things that are unhealthy? And yes, we will, go back and forth, but it's remembering that we can always bring ourselves into balance, and it's up to us. No one else can do that for us. 1122. And it's also, thinking about all those things in our past. The Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, that have kept us stuck. Different ideas, different belief systems. Take the time to evaluate. Okay, does that belief system really work for me? You have the power to change your mind whenever you want. And it's looking back, in childhood, in earlier phases of life where you were disappointed. It's like, oh, wait, I'm not going to keep doing that because I know what the outcome is. I'm going to make a degree change. And my boat, my car, my plane will go slightly in a different direction. It's way better than, having things jerked out of our lives and put into these difficult situations. So, any pain that you have experienced, that is a way for you to know how to defend yourself. Like, oh wait, I know what this is like. I'm not going to succumb and go back to those mindsets or those patterns that have hurt me. I'm going to completely change. I'm free of all these contracts. With the Devil and the Queen of Cups, she has her arms outstretched. She's levitating, standing right above the water on the backs of sea turtles. And sea turtles, they live for so long, like 250 years. They're constantly swimming in the ocean. They only come up to the land to lay their eggs. And those eggs, not all of them survive. Again, they're those seeds. But the ones that do, it's because they've persevered. They've gone through challenges. If you've watched the documentary on sea turtles, they have to struggle to break out of their shell, to break out of the sand that's covering their nest, to swim towards the water or run towards the water. And there's all these dangers from that moment till they get into the ocean and then while they're in the ocean. So think of yourself in that way. You're powerful. You have strength to, do these things. Do not underestimate yourself, Pisces. Take one step at a time. And know that you are being watched, observed. How does Pisces do this? But you don't perceive who's watching you. But know that we're always being observed. Page of Swords, Three of Cups, friend groups, family, King of Pentacles, someone who has a lot of means, stability. And the Four of Cups, you don't even know that they're there. So this could be a passed on loved one. that's cheering you on. Fairy godmother vibes with the Magician here. Page of Cups, there you are with this loving nature. You know, you make it look so easy. Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, you know, you're continually moving forward. You operate in this space of freedom. Even when there's difficulties, you find a way to you know, get around it, dance around it in a very elegant way. And people are in awe of that. You really are able to let go of the past. You know, you're deciding, no, I don't want to keep living like I have in the past, or how my ancestors or my relatives lived in the past. I want something more. And you know it in your heart that the universe also wants that for you. That's why you're born into these family groups, to show the possibility. And there will be jealousy. There will be anger and envy, sabotage, whispers, gossip, but that's what you pay no mind to. And you keep moving forward. You keep choosing love. It's surrendering to love. And this, yeah, Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. The truth about what real love is. Not the kind of love that's conditional. Because that's what this is. The Ten of Wands and the Five of Wands. You know, that competing energy. Always feeling like you're going against the grain. With a lot of energy that's on your back, that's not yours. It's from ancestors, everyone that's come before you. But now it's time for you to say, hey, I'm not going to live like that anymore. I'm going to choose differently than my ancestors, than my family. All right, any final messages for Pisces? And knowing that, you know, they're not going to like it. Six of Pentacles. Wow, you know, this is about generosity. This is about giving. Removing that heavy burden from your back, from your ancestors' back. And what happens is you're led to the sun. You're led to those stars, wish fulfillment. You can see, and it's so clear. Seven of Cups, Three of Wands. It's like you have all of these opportunities coming towards you. All these different paths you can take. What do you want? Because they will all lead to a lot of success, abundance, stability. Ten of Pentacles, Six of Wands. It's like you've risen above all the family drama and challenges. You've put in the work. And now with the Wheel of Fortune, that's why things are turning in your favor, because you have taken your life and, what is that saying? Taken your life by the horns and decided that you want to be happy. You're not going to let anyone else dictate to you what happiness is. And just because there are people in your family that are suffering, you're not going to forego your own happiness for their suffering. Everyone has to go through their own journey. And your journey at this point is about being joyful, being successful, having a strong foundation, and building either a family or a business or both that has this strong legacy attached to it, this pureness of heart attached to it. And yeah, there are going to be energies or family members that aren't happy about this. But this is your life, Pisces. You get to decide what stays and what goes and what you bring in. And definitely know that you are surrounded by a lot of energetic support and protection on the other side in the demi-monde of ancestors who perhaps, tried to also break these patterns but weren't successful. So now you are the one. So keep following your heart and doing what's best for you. That's how you break these old bonds. Because you're choosing your own life. You're not letting others choose it for you, or old circumstances choose it for you. All right, Pisces, so beautiful reading. Beautiful reading. Continue to believe in yourself and write everything down that you're manifesting, that you're working on. Those things that you want to let go. Because they're patterns, so it takes a habit to break a habit. So do something that's the opposite of those harder things, those harder emotions. You still experience and appreciate, but you don't wallow and stay there forever. You're breaking out of that eggshell, that sand nest. You're swimming, or you're running down the beach to get to the ocean, and then you're swimming and you're free. So definitely it is your choice, and no one else can do it for you. Because if you help any of those baby sea turtles, they're too weak. They have to be tested. And that's how they develop their strength. So it's the same for you, Pisces. And you're going to get an opportunity soon, within the next 6 weeks. So remember, that is for you. Accept it. All right, Pisces. I love you. We'll see you soon, okay?